Hi, this is Anil Kumar Sathe from Department of Mechanical Engineering, MIT School of Engineering, Pune. In continuation with the last lecture, we are going to continue with the remaining performance parameters. For today, number one performance parameter is mechanical efficiency. It is the ratio of brake power to the indicated power. Simple definition. As it is a efficiency, it does not have any unit, but it is expressed as percentage. The formula of mechanical efficiency is eta m is equal to Bp upon Ip. What this mechanical efficiency indicates? Higher is the mechanical efficiency, lesser are the frictional losses, and lower is the mechanical efficiency, means more are the frictional losses. That means mechanical efficiency indicates the extent of friction loss happening inside the engine. For a good quality engine, for a full load capacity, mechanical efficiency value lies between 80 to 90%. Next performance parameter for today is volumetric efficiency. It is the ratio of actual volume of air sucked to the theoretical volume available for suction. Let's understand what is meant by theoretical volume. Theoretical volume means the volume available for the suction process. As you know, piston moves from top dead center to bottom dead center during suction, and during which air fuel mixture or air comes inside. So that is stroke volume, and that is nothing but theoretical volume which is available for the suction. Now remember, actual volume of the air sucked is always less than the theoretical volume. Why it is so? There are two reasons. Number one, inertia of the valves, as well as number two, because of the expansion of residual gases of earlier cycle. Because of this reason, actual volume of air sucked is always less than theoretical volume. So, volumetric efficiency always less than 100%. In exceptional case, that is for supercharged engine, volumetric efficiency is more than 100%, but that I will explain you at the time of supercharging. But for naturally aspirated engine, naturally aspirated means the air without compressing, it is taken inside during suction stroke at atmospheric pressure. Volumetric efficiency is always less than 100%. Again, as it is efficiency, it does not have any unit, but it is expressed as percentage. It says the formula for volumetric efficiency is eta V, eta means efficiency, V for volumetric, is equal to V dot A upon V dot S. What is V dot A? It is actual volume flow rate of air sucked by the engine. And what is V dot S? It is the theoretical volume, that means stroke volume rate available for the suction. What is the significance of volumetric efficiency? As you know, you want more power, you are burning more fuel. But simply burning more fuel will not result into production of more power. For burning that extra fuel, you require extra air also. If you are just putting extra fuel and not putting extra air, you will not get extra power. So, initially you have to put extra air, then extra fuel, then definitely you will get extra power. So, volumetric efficiency is directly indicates power produced by the engine. More is the volumetric efficiency, more amount of air sucked inside the engine, more amount of fuel you can burn, and thereby you can produce more power. So, volumetric efficiency is directly proportional to the power produced by the engine. For a good quality engine, the volumetric efficiency value lies between 70 to 80% at full load capacity. Actual volume of air sucked is calculated by the formula CD into area of the orifice A0 under root twice G, that is a gravitational acceleration, into delta H, that is a pressure drop measured in terms of air column, delta HA. And the stroke volume, that is the V dot S, is calculated by the formula pi by 4 d square into L into N into X. At this moment, you just remember these formulas. Now the last performance parameter is exhaust emissions. Now you are saying, you may think that this exhaust emission is harmful, which is actually a product of combustion coming out from IC engine after performing the power stroke, which is not useful, and that you have to remove out during the exhaust stroke. In the next cycle, you are again sucking the fresh air fuel mixture in. Again the combustion happens, because you know IC engine is a open cycle. So as soon as the power is produced and the work happen from this product of combustion, you have to let them out inside the atmosphere from the engine. But remember, these exhaust emissions are harmful to the environment. What it contains? The constituent of exhaust emissions are carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, unburnt hydrocarbon, it is UBSC, NOx. NOx means nitrogen oxide, nitrogen dioxide or nitrogen trioxide, particulate matter, sulfur dioxide, aldehydes, etc. These exhaust emissions going to the atmosphere are harmful to the ecosystem. It is dangerous to the ecosystem. Ecosystem contains plants, animals, human beings, everything on the earth. So because of this pollution, the yield of the crop gets reduced. The quality of the crop gets affected. The food grain quality gets affected. As well as it causes bad effect on the human health as well as the animal health because of inhalation of these poisonous emissions. Therefore, in order to curb the pollution, European countries and even India also formulated certain laws, and these are called as pollution norms. Euro norms are European norms and Bharat state norms are followed in India. As you know, from 1st April 2020 in India, we are going to start with Euro 4 norms, that Euro 6 norms, and that is Bharat stage 6 norms. Lesser the pollution from the IC engine, cleaner is the engine for the environment. So pollution from the engine is also considered as a performance parameter. Less polluted engine is always the best engine in today's scenario as far as the environment pollution is concerned. So this is all about various performance parameters inside the IC engines. In the next ongoing lectures, we are going to see how each performance parameter is calculated. Thank you. That's it for today.